Hello, welcome to On Point. I'm Claudia Flores. Over 10 million people worldwide are living with Parkinson's disease. According to the Parkinson's Foundation, the United States spends nearly $25 billion each year on treatment alone. Early signs of the disease tend to be subtle, and then they become more progressive and severe. Parkinson's causes the body to stop producing dopamine, which plays a major role in the brain's function, affecting communication, movement, emotions, sensation, and memory. In other words, everything. The damage Parkinson's causes doesn't stop with the production of dopamine. It also leads to depression, anxiety, and cognitive impairment. The symptoms can be managed, but they will continue to worsen. Researchers have found that those living with Parkinson's can increase their life expectancy by working to slow down the harsh effects of the disease. Recent advances in medicine have helped close the gap in terms of Parkinson's treatment. CSUN took its own steps in that direction after receiving funding and instructions from the Parkinson's Voice Project. The Texas-based organization has helped CSUN cut the costs related for treatment and provide patients with the help they deserve. On Point Scott Geirman has more on the story.
Thank you, Claudia. We have Dr. Kochis-Jennings. She is the associate professor and the supervisor of the Voice Clinic. It's great to have you.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
So first off, how did CSUN partner with the Parkinson's Voice Project, and did they choose you or did you choose them?
Well, we received some emails actually from Dr. Daniel Boone, who is a very well-known voice therapist and very much involved with the Parkinson's Voice Project. He let us know there were grant opportunities. And so Mrs. Woolsey, who's our clinic director, and I, we looked at the grant application and we went on to their website and looked at their pre and post therapy results and decided it was something we really wanted to do. And so we wrote the grant and we were chosen as one of the university clinics who received the grant.
Do you know how many you were competing with to receive that grant?
Oh, gosh. There were probably couple hundred applications, and we were not the only ones to receive the grant.
You remember what it was like to get the news that you received the grant?
It was great.
Yeah,
yeah, I forwarded the email to everyone in the department, so it was great. Yeah.
What has this grant allowed you to do for the program?
Well, it's allowed us a number of things. One, it provided training in person for several days in Dallas, Texas for one speech-language pathologist to get trained and speak out in loud crowd, and that was me. And then it provided online training for 5 more faculty members and provided training for our graduate student clinicians who were going to be working in the Parkinson's Voice Clinic or in the Voice Clinic. It provided funding, it gave us workbooks and materials and marketing materials. It was really fantastic. And it offers our students a chance to learn a therapy technique they might not otherwise learn, and to really see the results, the effect of their work, in, how it affects people's lives, how it makes it better.
Can you give some insight into the programs now available, like the Loud Crowd, the Speak Out, and what it does for clients?
Okay, well, the therapy is in 2 phases. So Speak Out is private one-on-one therapy with the patient for 12 sessions, and we see people 2 times a week for 6 weeks. And the therapy consists of voice warm-ups, speech exercises, and the emphasis is on intentional speech. So converting our automatic speech to speech as an intentional act, which I'm doing right now, and you can tell probably that I'm getting louder, that my artic is more precise, and that's exactly what intentional speech does.
What other benefits came from the partnership besides the training and the Loud Crowd and the Speak Out? What has it done for the program as a whole? Has it boosted the admissions to the program? Has it drawn more attention?
I think it's caught the attention of our graduate student clinicians and graduate students. I think Speak Out and Loud Crowd, which is the second phase of Speak Out, which is a maintenance group, are unique to speech and voice therapy in Parkinson's. And our students, went to the website and watched the videos, and they're really excited about the clinics. They're excited about the opportunity to work with the patients. And so I think it's also expanded our clinic. We have a lot of specialty clinics, but we were able to establish a Parkinson's voice clinic.
So I'd like to talk about Parkinson's as a whole, this horrible disease. What are the early signs?
Early signs can be tremor in the limbs, problems with movement, problems with coordination and balance. Sometimes a change in the voice is one of the first signs, where the voice becomes weaker, breathier. They get complaints that they're not loud enough. They get requests for repetition. So those can be some of the early signs.
How soon can someone experience these signs?
How soon?
How early in their life?
Oh, well, there's early onset Parkinson's, and sometimes we do see clients who are in their 40s. But typical age of onset is in the 50s and 60s.
For someone looking for treatment, who's the ideal candidate for this program?
You know, really any Parkinson's patient should be a eligible candidate for the most part.
How many clients has this program helped since it was started, roughly?
Well, I think last semester, fall was the first. And I think how many people are in our loud crowd? I think there's maybe 5 or 6. And we have several clients in the Parkinson's voice right now, and then we have another client in the voice clinic. So we're new, we're getting rolling, we're getting more referrals. And
do these clients pay out of pocket for this treatment, or?
No, they don't have to. We take Medicare, we take insurance, and we also have a limited number of scholarships, which will pay for someone who doesn't have insurance or funds, and we just ask that they make a small copay of like $5 to $10.
Do you think this program's doing enough, or could there be more?
Could there be more?
More treatment that you could be doing?
Oh, I think, yeah. I mean, part of the challenge is getting the word out, doing the marketing, and I think for sure, we hope to really expand the program, as word gets out and people learn more about this specific technique. There's other techniques out there that we are sort of competing with, and I think because this is a newer type of therapy, for Parkinson's, people don't know about it, and so we're working really hard to increase awareness.
And we'll talk about this some more, and we'll be right back.
They gave me Vicodin after my knee surgery. They kept prescribing it, so I kept taking it. I didn't know it would be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Hey there, Mrs. Carter. You can earn over 10% on your money if you deposit your savings into our investment
lucky
program.
sweepstakes winner.
Mrs.
Just
Carter,
enter your
Grandma?
contact
enter your
information
checking
and
account
your
information
winnings will
Grandma,
be
it's
available
me.
for
Please
you.
help me. I'm stuck in Ohio and my wallet was stolen. Please send me some money so I can get home.
Millions of people, especially seniors, are targeted every day by an array of fraudulent scams through online technology. Please be aware.
It's a beautiful day out here, sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it, let's go.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
I came to CSUN to learn. I came to CSUN to grow. I came to CSUN to prepare. I learned to ask, to analyze, to communicate. I grew as a writer, a thinker, a citizen. I left CSUN prepared to participate. prepared to contribute, prepared to lead.
Aloha, I'm Linda Lingle, and I'm a matador.
So before I get into what it's like for people suffering with Parkinson's and how it affects their daily lives and affects them down the road, we sat down with Earl Lambert, who's actually a client, and he takes part in the program, and he told us why he was participating, how it was helping him. He's a little hard to hear. He's a little hard to understand what he's saying sometimes, but what he has to say is so important to this terrible disease. Let's take a listen.
Now, thank you for letting us talking to you. How is this program helping you, and did you realize any improvements?
It's been, I think, 6 events that have been here. It's helped me a lot with respect to communicating with my wife, who has a hearing disability. Unless I look her face to face, she can't hear me. And as far as talking, just general conversation, in my mind I'm talking loud, but that's not true. I'm not talking loud. So I've learned that in a conversation I have to upgrade my volume and my intent. Otherwise it doesn't do any good. In the period of time I've been here, I've improved significantly because I'm able to say complete sentences and to raise my voice to the volume that helpful to me. Parkinson's is a funny disease, but as long as you keep active, the progression sort of stands. There's no progression, although it is a progressive disease. But I've been struggling with Parkinson's now for over 3 years, but fortunately it hasn't got any worse. So I give a lot of credit to this program, as well as the Aqua program at CSUN.
Okay. Tell me about your day and your life living with this disease.
Well, it's a matter of warming up my voice in the morning, because otherwise there's a lot of mucus in my throat from Parkinson's. By the time I have breakfast, I'm really talking at the volume I want to talk to. It lasts most of the day. I'm getting sort of tired now because I've been doing this all day long now. But I feel that I've learned more so to speak out loud and with volume and intent.
How has this had an effect on your family?
Well, again, in my situation, so especially because my wife's disability, hearing disability. But it's doing much more so that we can communicate more so, and we don't have to repeat each other. And my other family members, my daughters and such, they understand the situation, so they keep on telling me to speak louder. And so I'm sort of getting to know that I have to speak louder.
Me, me, my, mo, moo.
What are your personal goals from this program?
To again speak louder with intent, and there's cognitive problems that try to overcome those cognitive problems the best you can. I'm not sure you can ever get rid of them, but it's a matter of mind over matter after a certain time. So you just have to think it clear and take your time. But again, make sure that you're motivated to complete it.
Me, me, my, mo, moo.
Okay, one more time.
Me, me, my, mo, moo.
Perfect. Awesome. Sounds great. Okay, so now we're going to go into the cognitive side.
Where's the Taj Mahal? India. Where are the Rockies? Colorado, Wyoming, Utah. Where is Disney World? Orlando, Florida. Where is Mount Rushmore?
How long has Mr. Lambert been doing these programs at CSUN?
Since then?
Or total, as a whole, since he started?
Oh, he just started really probably about a month ago. So he's a fairly new client.
Have you seen any improvements with him in the month?
Oh, when he started, he was barely audible. You could barely hear him, so he's making progress.
How many clients like Mr. Lambert seek out help with these programs to help out their family, just like he said, to help his wife hear him? How many do you encounter that have the same aspirations?
Well, you know, many, but on the other hand, not enough, because I don't think enough people know about it. So I'm always amazed when I meet individuals with Parkinson's and their family who are unaware that there are therapy techniques to really help them. So I really do think, you know, more exposure, more marketing, more, you know, increasing awareness really needs to happen.
I want to stay on the family aspect because I feel it's very important. My grandmother passed away suffering from Parkinson's. How have you seen families affected by a loved one suffering from Parkinson's, like husbands, wives, their children? How deep does that go past just the person suffering?
Oh, it goes very deep. It's difficult for people to see their loved ones suffer. There's a cognitive aspect to Parkinson's as well. So, you know, that affects communication with the children, with the wives. Sometimes there's a change in head of household, right? So it really can shift all the dynamics within the family.
Does it help for the families to get involved with the treatment?
I think so. I think it's necessary because when they're at home, they're supposed to practice. And they need someone who, you know, ideally knows how to cue them, and even in just conversation at the dinner table, remind them to speak with intent and to use the tools that they're learning. It's really important.
How have instructors benefited from their partnership and their ability to help these clients that seek out this Parkinson's treatment, this very special treatment?
It's just rewarding. I mean, that's really the benefit. As a professional, as a speech pathologist, we're always learning. Always learning. There's always new research. So, I mean, we learn more about what truly is possible. But I think for me, seeing people improve and communicate better and just seeing the joy that that brings them, that's a huge reward for me.
And what is the training process like for these grad students who do take part in these sessions?
They take the same online training that our other faculty takes. So they go through the whole thing. You know, so the only difference is that since it's free, they're not certified at the end, but they get the same training, and it's, you know, it's in modules, it's online, and yeah.
About how many instructors are actually in the program?
We have 6 people who've been trained, including me. That includes me.
Do you know the future of this program?
The future?
The future?
Oh, the future.
The future of the program?
Of ours in particular? I'm hoping it expands. You know, I really expect it to grow because it's good, it works, and it's just a matter of spreading the word. So I really hope that we end up with, you know, a demand for more supervisors in the Parkinson's clinic, more loud crowds. There's also a sing out option that I'm really hoping we can do, and my background's in music, so I'm hoping as we get more loud crowd members that more of them will be interested in singing. I know Mr. Lambert is interested in singing, which really helps to strengthen the muscles of the voice and speech.
What would you like to see improve personally? What do you have any personal goals for what you'd like to see grow?
I'd like to see the referral base grow. I'd like to have more interaction and connection with the different support groups in the LA Parkinson's community, and go and do some in-services about this so people can really see the difference and see the benefit that's possible.
Yeah. There's so much more to talk about this, and we'll be right back.
I'm Rudy Tempesta. I'm 92 years old. I fought in World War II. Then I came home, worked for the post office for 70 years. I've been getting Meals on Wheels, and I enjoy it. The most important thing about Meals on Wheels is you meet the people, which to me is fantastic. You need people to keep your brain moving. That's what life is about. It's love and having a conversation with people.
Come on, let's go.
Just a minute, I gotta finish this.
Wait, you're gonna post those pictures of Mary?
Yep. She thinks she's so hot.
But her mom and dad will see him. Her grandmother, her little sister, everyone she knows, it's gonna kill her.
Who cares? Just a couple of pictures. It's no big deal.
No big deal? Don't. This has gotta stop.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
You're on your boat. Your engines are dead. You're starting to sink, and you can't get a cell phone signal. Thankfully, you have a Marine VHF radio on board tuned to Channel 16. The Coast Guard and other boaters monitor distress calls on Channel 16. A radio is the best way to call for help. Don't assume a cell phone will work. Communication is your lifeline. Be sure you're heard.
I came to CSUN to learn. I came to CSUN to grow. I came to CSUN to prepare. I learned to question, to answer, to encourage. I grew as a mentor, an ally, an advocate. I left CSUN prepared to uplift and embolden, prepared to challenge and inspire, prepared to teach.
I'm Rebecca Milwaukee, and I'm a Matador.
And we're back with Dr. Kochis-Jennings. Are we doing enough for people suffering from Parkinson's?
It's hard to say. You know, maybe not. With the amount of people that I encounter who don't realize how much speech therapy can help, maybe not.
Is there a way for students not involved in the program to, help out in any way?
You know, down the road, that's certainly something we can think about since it's new and just getting started. It's not something that's really come up, but it's certainly something that Mrs. Woolsey and I could talk about.
In 2018, more than 1 million Americans, I just want to share this with you, more than 1 million Americans are thought to have Parkinson's. That's more than multiple sclerosis, ALS, and muscular dystrophy combined. Does that surprise you at all?
No, actually.
No?
It might surprise your average person, but being, an SLP, not really.
No. Why is there no cure, and are we close to one?
Well, we don't really understand the actual cause. We know where the site of lesion is in the central nervous system, but what's actually causing the change in those structures, we don't really understand. There are theories, but what triggers the change? And that's not well understood yet.
How does this disease affect someone 10, 20 years down the line after they're diagnosed?
Well, it's progressive, and typically it's neurodegenerative, so commonly people get worse with time. However, with speech and voice therapy, with movement therapy, Mr. Lambert was talking about, aqua therapy, it's really important to stay active. It's really important to go to speech therapy. It's really important to keep exercising the brain as far as cognition goes. And, like he says, he's been stable for a while. And that's, it's terrific.
Have you seen improvement in every patient that comes through?
So far.
The program?
So far.
Some more than others?
Yeah. The challenge is that when they're at home, right, they have to practice. They have to use intentional voice and speech all the time. And that's the challenge, is making it intentional, making them aware. They just have to be aware all the time to use the tools that they're learning. And that's the challenge for any of us, right? We're learning something.
That is. And that's all the time we have. Thank you very much, Dr. Kochis-Jennings.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Miss Stevens, I just wiped malware off our system. People have got to stop clicking unsolicited email links and downloading free software unless it's from a trusted source.
Sounds great.
We need a data backup plan in a separate location in case we get hacked.
We need to focus on making profits, not spending them.
Learn to protect yourself from ransomware. If you become a victim, contact your local FBI office.
They call me Prince like I'm royalty or something. But the places I've lived ain't no palaces. So I don't need grilled salmon or a new scratching post. Just give me a cardboard box and a can of tuna and we're good. You can even change my name. I'm cool being the kitty formerly known as Prince.
Do you know what to do?
Yes.
Bring it back to me. Then I'll give you your money.
Frank Thomas, you are under arrest for the theft of trade secrets. Come with me.
Bye-bye, Frank. Theft of trade secrets is illegal.
Over 60,000 Americans are diagnosed with Parkinson's disease every year, and that doesn't include the many who go undiagnosed. There is still no cure. The support that the Parkinson's Voice Project has provided here at CSUN will do nothing more than try to give these patients hope. Hope that they can manage the effects of this disease. Dr. Karen Kochis-Jennings hopes to expand this program through more exposure, marketing, and awareness. Currently, graduate students are running the program. It offers these students the chance to learn techniques that they may otherwise not learn. It has affected the lives of many patients and their family members. The program is located at Monterey Hall here at CSUN. For more information, you can contact Janice Woolsey, the center coordinator from the Language, Speech, and Hearing Center at 818-677-2856. Thank you for watching On Point. You can follow us on social media at CSUN On Point. You can hear us on KCSN 88.5 FM on Sunday mornings at 5:30. You can watch us on Santa Clarita Valley Television on Sunday afternoons at 5:30 and on LA 36 at 8 on Thursday nights. For all of us here at On Point, I'm Claudia Flores.